So we have, so we're testing out Captain Boomerang. So we have damage to all enemy and gain 2 empowered up if any enemy has 1 or more speed down. So we can't do that yet because no one has speed down, right? So we got this one, Boom Barrage. Damage to an enemy 3 hits. Each hit has a 50% chance to apply speed down. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And it did nothing. So let's go ahead and do slip and slide. So in case you guys don't know why I did that, that's Harley Quinn, the Mad Jester. Yeah, she can actually do some pretty serious damage with that AoE. So you don't want her to pop that off. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do Frost, Killer Frost, last skill. And we'll do this to her because she has no debuffs, and you don't want that. Let's just knock her out for now. So that was actually anticlimactic. Uh, but as you saw, Arsenal was actually helping in the sense that he was actually getting the he was weakening their attack. So we're gonna try some. Now Killer Frost, as you know, she was also stunning, which helped a little bit. And you also saw with Captain Cole that he was going ahead and that he was actually doing the He was actually attacking them whenever someone was on your team was attacked. So we're gonna take her out, right? And we're gonna go ahead. Now the reason why I'm not using Atrocity is because of the fact that he's more on an enraged he's more of an enraged base. Um, he's not all that helpful to us. I actually want to check something really quick. I know this game runs a little different. Wish we had like a. There's a blue character. Just can't remember which one. Ah, the downside of having so many characters and some of them not being used. The only thing with Superman is that he is one of those characters that he can be really good, but when you face him, he's just really annoying. See, what's happening here is that he has his taunt on, and as long as he has his taunt, um, he's got his death immunity. But um, it's sort of a catch-22 for him because there's not much he can do once he attacks. As you noticed, it was just like, okay, boom, just to hit him, hit him, hit him. And he's got all these minus hits on him, all these different things on him that's just like, okay, what are you going to do? So we'll do another test run with this team. It actually seems like Chemo works pretty well because of the fact that Chemo starts off with his Fallout skill available. Um, excuse me. We can go ahead and start applying speed downs early. And Arsenal has his second skill, which is basically what you're going to start with. Now you want to make sure that Hal Jordan does not have shields because Hal Jordan can call assistance if he has a shield on. So, just apply some shield, some of that. Haltron also can if you let him gain a shield, he can be pretty dangerous. Because that hammer skill can stun you as well. Now, those of you that know Superman, have used Superman, he hits like a truck. The reason why he's not able to actually hit is because of Arsenal. Hit that hard is because of Arsenal. Arsenal's actually preventing him from hitting to doing the full damage that he usually does. Um, that was supposed to be something else, but that's fine. Arsenal's actually adding that nice good that juicy hit down, which is why I actually say throw Arsenal in this team. Sorry. And as you notice, so Green Lantern has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stuns. And this is what I was saying, that once you get to 4 or 5 speed downs, that stun is um going to be a problem for it. It's going to be just guaranteed, and it's going to be very problematic for your opponents. Arsenal has that capability to go ahead and attack twice, and he can just do strength. He can just do strength down, hit down, speed down. He uh, he gets pretty ridiculous. And that's the reason why I say just throw him on here with that team, because of that constant usage that he's gonna have. This is Arsenal. And this is actually what he was hitting the opponent with. So it's damage and apply 3 strength downs to an enemy, 50% chance to attack an additional random enemy. That's why he kept doing it. Because he just kept, and that's why they weren't doing much. Because he was applying strength downs every time he was hitting someone. Um, then we have the always apply 5 hit chance downs to miss targets. This is perfect because light damage and apply 2 strength downs to all enemies. The reason why you want legendary this up is specifically for the fact that you're always going to apply 5 hit chance downs to missed targets. So yes, because of the fact that there are characters that will go ahead and apply a hit down, and this is what makes Arsenal so good, because he can hit, and he's gonna do 3 strength down. He's gonna do another 2 strength down. He's gonna do 2 hit chance downs. Max data is gonna be 3. He's gonna go ahead and do so much debuffing to your opponent's teams. It's gonna be ridiculous. But he has this nice good built-in clause that states always apply 5 hit chance downs to missed targets. So if your opponent happens to be one of those people that they're debuffing and taking out your hit chances, this character will get you in there. It'll just be like, okay, now you are gonna have problems hitting, and you're gonna want to make sure you aim this guy at their strongest characters. As you noticed, I made sure that this was going in sequential order, making sure that Superman was not able to hit, and when he was able to hit, it wasn't like, it didn't mean anything. It was just basically like, hey, here's a pillow to the face. And I was just like, yeah, thank you. Now, I'm not saying now. Again, this is a team that has a potential to be another There's a character that has the. I'm not gonna say he has the potential to be another Atlantean team, because Atlanteans can go ahead and destroy teams that are much higher in power than they are. Again, that's but this character does have the capability set with the right team and right characters to go ahead and be very to be a force to be reckoned with. to do this one last skill. And yes, they're using chemo. We've overcome bleed effects before. We're fine. Now remember, Superman has that, when his health is low, he has that death immunity when he goes ahead and taunts. So we want to make sure that you get rid of him. Um, First and foremost. Now, if you see there's other characters when he's, um, there are certain exceptions to that. You can go ahead and weaken him, like I've been doing. It really doesn't matter if he taunts and gets death immunity. The only thing that's going to happen is that he's just really a nuisance. Um, Other than that, that's about it. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to be another character that you just have to beat up. Um, and yeah, that's about it. Um, this event is for Captain Cold's friend, Heatwave. And I don't know if we have. Well, I mean, let's see. Yeah, so we have him here, so we could actually see his kit. Um, so we have Heatwave uses fire to inflict bleeding wounds, protect his allies, and heat up the battle to take actions faster. So this is really just a bio, and I find it funny how the only person's bio that is completely wrong happens to be who was it? I'm actually not gonna look right now. Oh, J. Cruz. But that's another topic for another time. Right now, we're just gonna talk about this guy. Yes, the last thing we're gonna talk about before we go ahead and end this video. So incinerate. Apply 3 bleeds. Fire protection. Apply 20% shield and 50% chance to purge 2 debuffs on all allies. Go down. Rain of fire. Special damage to enemy team and 50% chance to apply heal immunity. And then we have we have heating up. If an enemy dies, 75% chance to gain 25% turn meter. And then last but not least, burned alive. If heat wave takes damage, 50% chance to apply 3 bleeds on the attacker. So this is one of those characters that you're gonna run a bleed team. You're gonna want to go ahead and add. Make sure that you have your Siren. Siren is a staple for a bleed team. Just putting that out there. Black Manta. You could put. I would put him in. Um, this is. So this is the Suicide Squad Joker. All allies have a 21% chance. Of course, it's going to be more. To gain, so they gain crit chance up. And one infinity power up. It's not the big a deal. But what's the big deal here is that you have this little skill that goes, and it's a basic skill that actually hits everyone, which is cool. I mean, hits an opponent, and then of course, you can deal additional light damage to a random enemy. So it hits 2 people, and then you apply 3 bleeds to enemies that were hit by the additional damage. Then you have your stun, which can also massive damage to targets below 10% health. I added this because cooldown reset if critical hit or if target is killed. That is why I kept this, because highly variable damage to an enemy. So it could do so much damage to an enemy, kill them, reset, redo it, spam them. Um, and then you have your passive, which is the affinity resistance down. 50 minus 50% turn immune to a random enemy at the beginning of Joker's turn, so it's gonna keep going every turn. And then you can purge 3 buffs from the target, and this one's just additional crit chance up and stuff. So really, you're just gonna use it for 1, 2, and then that, because you're gonna go ahead and get them within range of that last skill. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and tune in next time for another theory craft. Alright, bye guys. Don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to subscribe.